What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and I'm back with another Gemstone Legends video, and in this one we're going to take a look at a brand new legendary hero named VILLR from the Iron Clans, and then I'm going to do some summons. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so VILLR is a legendary green hero, and just taking a look at the base stats to start out here, this does look like a very tough hero because the HP is pretty good and the defense is even better. That's a pretty high stat, especially when you look at the awakened stats right here. And the speed is actually pretty good too. I'd say it's a little bit above average. You want to see it above 200 if possible. There's faster heroes out there, but this is up there at being a little above average, so I like that. The mana gain is also at 22, which puts it in a spot where if you really want to, and I almost always do, go with the mana gain equipment to get it up to 25. That would require a full set of it, but that means that it only takes 4 tiles to set off the ultimate skill instead of, which is right now 5 tiles. So that can make you play faster. If you've watched my videos before, you know that speed is the name of the game for me. The faster you can do things, as long as the skills are good, then the more likely you are to win. Now, VILLR is an HP leader, increases the HP of all allies in the arena by 44%. So not a super valuable leader ability. Like maybe you can take advantage of some kind of synergy there, but typically in the arena, you're going with your just absolute best heroes, and typically speed leader is what you want there. The ultimate skill, No More Tricks, gains taunt for 5 turns. If an enemy is not affected by increased speed status, he inflicts decreased speed on that enemy for 3 turns. Ooh, I'm getting excited because, as you know, as I just said, speed is the name of the game here. And when you are not only increasing your speed, but being able to decrease the speed of your opponents. Now, I realize this statement isn't actually increasing your own speed. But as we talked about with the base stats, you can work on getting your hero to be faster. If you're also doing that and decreasing the speed of the enemy, then you're getting net gains that are exponential in a game like this. If an enemy is not affected by increased attack status, he inflicts decreased attack on that enemy for 3 turns. And if an enemy is affected by increased speed or increased attack status, removes that status. So that's really interesting. And there's different effects based on what the opponent has going on there. So it's either wiping a positive effect or it's actually adding a negative effect to your opponents. This is obviously a very defensive support hero. With those base stats, it's very tough to hurt this opponent, especially whenever you add taunt now on it. You're protecting the rest of your team. So now it's hard to kill this hero, and it gains taunt, so it's hard for them to kill your other heroes, and you're wiping out some of the most powerful effects in the game potentially, or even putting some of the most powerful negative statuses on an opponent that we see in this game. I think that some people are going to look at this and be tempted to think these are kind of like, boring words that are strung together, but they are powerful words that are strung together. Just keep that in mind. All right, and then the passive runic armor, defense increased by 5% for every 10% of his missing HP. So he actually gets tougher the more HP is taken out of him. Damage taken is reduced by 21% if he's affected by taunt status. My gosh. And he inflicts decreased crit chance for 3 turns on a random enemy when he receives critical damage once per turn. This is going to be a very challenging taunt hero to take out. So I think that, when taking a look at this, if you don't have a really great taunt hero right now, this is definitely one to go after. This kind of support hero is, and technically it's listed as a tank, but I consider these any of the defensive heroes like this that are supporting the rest of your team to be support. But this is a very defensive hero that's taking the heat off of the rest of the team, and putting it on VILLR. And that way you're able to more efficiently employ your strategy or synergy, whatever that may be. So this is going to be a key piece to both offense and defense. I think sometimes when you hear me speak about a hero like this, it's easy to think this is a hero mainly meant for defense. And while it is a very, very good defensive hero, sometimes these heroes are just as good on offense, if not better. And that's what I think of VILLR, because now you're sure or more likely to be able to go up against any opponent without them messing up your strategy, because VILLR is keeping the opponent from using their strategy. So I really do like this hero a lot. I'm going to jump in the altar now because I would like to do some summons. I might do maybe around like 75 of these gold scrolls, and if we don't get it by then, maybe like 1 or 2 platinum scrolls. So let's just go for it. Oh, actually, I'm going to get a guaranteed hero here. Where am I at? So we'll see what the legendary hero is that I'm guaranteed to get, and then I'll switch to platinum if I don't get VILLR. So we're at 229 right now, so it's like about 21 more heroes to go. About 21. It's exactly 21 heroes to go until I get the guaranteed legendary. So we'll see what happens here. As I'm doing this, let me know in the comments what you think about VILLR, because we have seen other heroes like this. Is it better than the other taunt heroes or not? That's what I'm curious about, and it's really going to take getting this hero and playing with it to actually see if it is better. But I think, you know, we've got some very certain mechanics here that ensure that VILLR is going to be a good hero. So there is that. All right, we got our first epic or legendary here. What did we get? And it is a legendary. And it is, oh my goodness, it's Wukong. It's not VILLR, so I can keep going. I can keep going with the scrolls, but let's take a look at Wukong. Crit damage leader everywhere. Increase the crit damage of all allies by 30% in all game modes. This is actually a relatively new hero too that I didn't happen to get. Okay, special ability, 40% true chance to inflict 1 or more of the following statuses: decrease defense, decrease attack, decrease accuracy, decrease resistance on all enemies for 1 turn, gains increased defense for 1 turn, deals damage to all enemies 150% of defense. I love whenever heroes deal damage based on defense, because you can create a very tough hero to kill, but one that's also advancing your strategy, which is really to take out your opponents. Passive ability, defense increased by 100, max 800 for each use of his special ability. Did I say defense increased? I feel like I thought something in my head and something else came out. I don't know. We can rewind that and figure it out. But has 50% chance to gain Color Master for 1 turn at the start of his turn. So I'm very excited to get Wukong. That's an awesome bonus. But we are after VILLR today, so let's keep going. You know, now we don't have the legendary counter going, so I can go back to my like sort of 75 scroll strategy. And we get Maida, whatever, however you pronounce that. You can correct me in the comments. Okay. So I'm just going to skip through these. As you know, if you've watched my videos before, I've covered most of the rare heroes before. There's no need to go over it in every single video. Some of the epic heroes I might stop and look at if I'm curious, if I don't remember what they do. I've covered Alavara before, so let's keep going. Alright. We've run out of space. I like that they added that feature, by the way. It didn't used to be that way. I used to have to stop the video and go like take care of my roster first. But now I don't have to do that, so that's nice. It's really great. I have at least Wukong to sink all these extra heroes into that are taking up space. Do you think we can make this a 2 legendary hero video? I would love that. Okay, Panyun. I actually don't know what Panyun does. 100% chance to inflict Assassin's Mark for 2 turns on an enemy that has more than 70% HP. Deals damage to an enemy that has less than 50% HP. 2000% of speed. That's cool. Deals damage to all enemies based on speed. Oh, that's just tickling my fancy right there. I love that. Speed increased by 3% for every negative status affecting him, and ignored defense increased by 3% for every positive status affecting him. That is a cool hero. I'm glad to have that one. I will probably level that one up too. Oh my gosh. I'm just like my mind is already going crazy in all the different ways that I can use him and exploit that speed mechanic there. as you know, I love strategies that use one of the best mechanics in the game, but is also furthering your strategy of taking out your opponents. Man, I've accumulated a lot of gold scrolls. This is, and you really have to, if you're gonna try, at least give yourself a chance for all the legendary heroes in this game, because one thing I like that Gemstone Legends has done is it's like actually hard to get the good heroes. It's not, and the meta is so balanced. It's not like if you miss out, you just can't play. Like you try for everything, and then you build a synergy and a strategy out of what you do get. And that's what makes this game so fun to me and different from all the other games I played like this that can't seem to keep their meta straight. So I enjoy that about Gemstone Legends a lot. And we get Lucy. So I'm just under 150 scrolls. I'm going to go down to 125 left because, like I said, I like to spread my scrolls out for when the new heroes come out. I like to at least give myself an opportunity to get all the new heroes. And we get Etro. That is an OG hero right there, if I've ever seen one. And Divna. Alright, I'm gonna go about 5 more with the gold scrolls, and then we'll flip over to platinum. And last one of the gold scrolls. And it's rare. Okay, Bodan. Now let's switch to platinum. I'll do 2 of these. Can we make it a 2 legendary video? Not on the first attempt, which is Polina. How about the second one? Oh, well, we did get 1 legendary hero in this that I'm really excited about, which is Wukong. Oh man, that's amazing. I feel very lucky. So I'm gonna run with that. I certainly feel like I won today, even though I didn't get the featured hero, but good luck to you, and let me know what you think of VILLR. If you do get this new hero and are able to test it out, I think it helps the whole community if you post in the comments about what you're going to do with this one and what you think. So yeah, if you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.